when you hear things, Armani, like four-star recruit and one of the top 200 players in the country and everything, I mean, how has that made you feel?
I mean, it made me feel really good at first, and because when you first start seeing things like that, it's just like, it's just like I'm really getting noticed. And then after a while, I kind of stopped thinking about it because I got the mentality that it doesn't matter how many stars that you have going into college. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you look at Amari Cooper, he had 3 stars coming out of high school. So, I mean, and he's about to get drafted in the first round. So, I mean, I just feel that it doesn't matter how many stars you have and how highly you are ranked in the nation. As long as you go to college and you produce, then, I mean, those stars don't matter once you're out of high school.
Seems like Ole Miss was on your radar early, and you just kind of stuck with them. Why was that? What was that process like?
I committed to Mississippi State early, and because I mean, in a situation like that, you're from a small town, period, and you get an offer from an SEC school, you kind of jump on it because I mean, that's probably the only one that you're gonna get, and so I jumped on that one, and then as far as just like Ole Miss, they offered a few weeks later, and in my mind, once I committed, I really didn't want to be that guy that jump ship as far as just like flipping and because I feel that because sometimes I don't really like those guys, and then you kind of lose your trust with coaches as far as just like, okay, well, I'm committed to this school, then I decommit, then I commit to another school, then I decommit, and like sometimes coaches don't really take you seriously because of they feel that you don't really have commitment to yourself and commitment to their program, so therefore they're not really going to take you seriously. So I mean, I was thinking about it, and then I pondered about it for a while. Me and my coach, we talked about it, and I told him, I was just like, I mean, it's been on my mind for a while, and then and once June 6th came, I was just like, I mean, ain't no use to, ain't no use to basically prolonging it because I mean I know what I want to do, and it's just what Coach Freeze brought to the table, and all the coaches there. I mean, it was like family as soon as you walked on campus. Mom loved it, and that's all I needed to know was Mom loved it, and I just pulled the trigger.
And so June 6th was when you committed to Ole Miss.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Okay. Were there any other coaches that you kept relationships with after that? Did you consider other schools after June 6th?
I never wagered after that, because like I said, I didn't want to be that guy that flipped again and stuff like that. And I told myself, like before I did it, I told myself, once you put this in the second time, there's no looking back. There's no turning back whatsoever.
Pardon interruption. I need to see the 10th graders. 10th graders come to the auditorium at this time, sit down front. 10th graders only, thank you.
That's all right. That's what we're here for.
Oh, yes.
Hey, they signed a lot of defensive backs. What do you think that competition will be like among you guys next year?
I mean, I'm one of those guys that's always up for competition, and with me, it's just I'm like, oh, hey, if you're better than me, I want the best man on the field at all times because that gives us a better opportunity to win. So if at the end of the day, if I'm not that better guy, then hey, I'm gonna root for my teammates, and I mean it's gonna be a great amount of competition out there. But I'm up for it, and I'm just going in with the mentality that I mean I can't be beat. So, and at the end of the day, we'll see what happens.
I've read some things that said that you have been a pretty active recruiter for Ole Miss after you committed and everything in signing. What kind of response have you gotten there when you've encouraged other recruits?
I mean, like after the season that we had as a team with Ole Miss, everybody they turn and they look at Ole Miss. Okay, well, this is a big name program, so I'm gonna kind of put them on our radar. And then they come to visit. And if you don't want your child to come to Oxford, then if you don't want your child to come to Ole Miss, don't let them come on a visit. I mean, they get to the Grove and it's unreal. This is it's just something that can't be beat by any other school in the country. And once I sell the Grove to them, and then I go out and it's show them the atmosphere as far as just like the game day atmosphere. Then it's just like they're like, okay, well this is a school that I've really been interested in. And basically, that's what I did with Shea Patterson. He came down for the Auburn game, and I came and I showed him a few things, then he came down for the junior day, and I came and I helped him out on the junior day and showed him around and stuff like that. So, you know, he looked at it and he realized what we was doing, what we were going to do in the future. So, and he jumped on the ship.
Do you have friendships or relationships with guys on the Ole Miss team now?
I do.
What are some of those like?
It's really comforting, you know, because you know, those are guys that you're gonna have to be playing with. You know, I have a really good relationship with Robert and Denzel and Laquan and C.J. Hampton and Derek Jones, and I mean, you know, it's just, I mean, I really enjoy having those relationships, because when I get in there, it's just like those guys, they're gonna take me under their wing, and you know, they're gonna help me with things that I need to know, and as far as just like, okay, I mean, if I, as of now, just like say I go to Oxford and I need a place to stay, then maybe, I mean, they'll let me come to their house, and you know, it's stuff like that. You know, it's a brotherhood already.